Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the East Delaware Knights Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 26. And today we wrap up the inaugural season of Delaware football with two final games, including a game against our former Dynasty team from last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Now, obviously, this team is a little bit different than the team that we had when we did it last year, but there's still some of the great players that we remember. Landon Sims, our king, our GOAT, Cam Barfield. Some of those guys that you remember, the GOATs, the great players, they're still there. So we'll take them on in the first game of today's episode, and then maybe if we can win both of these games and finish the season with only one loss, that could mean a trip to the AAC Conference Championship. I mean, it's possible. There's a good chance. And if we win that, there's an even better chance that we could be playing college football playoff games in year number 1 of the Dynasty. That is not even something I considered when starting this, but the way that we played this year, the guys have rallied around each other. We've gotten some big moments, some big plays from some big players, and we've won a lot of games. Now, arguably, we should be undefeated, but we lost to our rivals, our biggest rivals, the Delaware Blue Hens, which next season we'll get our receipt back on that, so don't even worry about that. But we've got 2 more games to go in this regular season, the first season of Delaware Knights Dynasty. I cannot wait. Let's get into it. I'm super excited to play against Hawaii because we spent so much time with them last year. I'm excited to play against them now. It's going to be weird. So let's get into it. If you go and enjoy that, like, subscribe, join the Juice Club, and let's finish off the inaugural season of East Delaware Knights football, preferably with 2 wins. Week 12 is upon us, and as you can see, we take on Hawaii in today's first game. We are ranked number 24 in the nation. For the first time in Dynasty history, we are ranked, which is pretty awesome. We did lose out on a 5-star receiver that we had in the bag, and then Florida State comes out of nowhere, and they got him. It still hurts me. That's why we still have him on the board, not because he's going to decommit. No, there's no chance he decommits. His playing time deal breaker is not going to let him do that. But I have him on here simply because I want to remember the pain. I want to feel that pain all the rest of this season and into the offseason so that I can remember that for next year when we actually do get a 5-star wide receiver to commit to the team. There is a good chance that we could have a 5-star player commit to the team, and that is Luis Trejo, the number 10 player in the nation, 5-star right tackle. We are in a recruiting battle with SMU. It's going to get sketchy. We are already hard selling him the best we can. Does that mean we're going to get him? It's not looking like it's a good possibility, but there's a chance. And you're telling me there's a chance. The rest of recruiting has gone fairly well. We are losing out on Jaden Denny, but there's not really much else I can do about that. But the rest of recruiting has gone okay. We should be able to bring in a decent class this year. We're going to have to really go after people in the portal. And hopefully, since we've done so well this year in the regular season, people are going to want to come play for us next year in the portal. That'd be really, really sick. As far as the conference standings go, we are in the American Conference. We lead it because we beat Memphis, I think, in the last episode as one of our doubleheader games. So we have the best record in the conference at 6-1. We will then take on either Memphis or SFU. I guess Navy could even get in there. SFU. Did I just say SFU? USF. I'm stupid. I don't have dyslexia, but it sounds like I do. I just can't read. There's even a chance we could play Navy. I doubt it. It's probably going to be... I would say it's probably going to be Memphis because I don't see them losing again after losing to us. But there is a chance that we could play USF. And a slight possibility we play Navy. I doubt it. It's probably going to be either USF or Memphis. And I would assume I'd probably... If I was a betting man, which I am, we would probably have to play Memphis. That's what I would say. And if we go over here to the the bracket, if I can find it, the CFP bracket, there might be a chance we play college football playoff games in year number 1. Now, unfortunately for us, if things don't change, we'd have to go to the shoe and play the Ohio State University, which would be quite the game, that is for sure. But we can't focus on that right now. We can't look that far ahead. That's too crazy. We got to focus on the here and the now on Hawaii, our former Dynasty team. Did they ever add any jerseys? Or are they just the same jerseys? They're different, slightly different. Those home jerseys they didn't have the green sleeves last year that we had, but it looks like they didn't add any different uniforms. They should add like a rainbow uniform because they have that like alternate logo, that retro logo. They should add something like that, but it seems like they just have the regular home and aways with with one combination of like different pants and helmet combinations, but for the most part it's the exact same, which is fine. I would have been kind of upset if they added new jerseys the year after we got done playing as them, because we only had the white and the black for the entire time we were as the Rainbow Warriors. But they'll rock the black, and we will probably rock just the regular homes. We could shake things up and maybe go Crusade. We haven't worn the Crusades very much. We could go State Pride, but I feel like State Pride should really only be against the Blue Hens because it's the battle for the state. But maybe on special occasions we will wear the State Pride uniforms outside of that rivalry game against against Delaware. Maybe we should rock the Crusade. We've only worn the Crusade uniforms one time, I think, this season. So let's wear those for this game against Hawaii. They're not that good, unfortunately. They're having an okay season, but they're not as good as when we were in control of them. This is going to be a fun game to see some of the names again, see Cam Barfield on the field again, see Landon Sims, and get to reminisce with the team. But in the end, we need to win this game because I want to play in the conference championship game. We will take on Hawaii, the Rainbow Warriors. Feels good to say that again. We're at our place. They had to make a long trip over here to get to Delaware, to get to Dover, Delaware. But here we go. The Rainbow Warriors on the field. Elijah Palmer, man. Nick Senecal. The names, bro. We are getting a little bit of a blast from the past from last year and seeing the names, reminiscing. Now, obviously, the quarterback situation's not the same. We were rocking with that white dude. I forget what his name is. I'm blanking on his name, actually. That could have been intercepted on the first play. Knocked incomplete, though. Let's just take a quick little look at the Hawaii roster just to reminisce before we get moving in this game. Hawaii, they've got Mike Alejado starting. Oh, because DeMarcus Davis got hurt. See, we didn't have DeMarcus Davis last year. He's just a freshman, so he's a new addition. We are playing against Mike Alejado, who we had for a couple years in our dynasty and never really became anything. We kind of moved on from him once we got Leo Van Dyke. There's Landon Sims, and there's our king, our GOAT, Cam Barfield. Let's just have a quick bow down to the greatest college football 25 player I ever had in Dynasty franchise history, and that's including Dougie Sims from the Ohio Bobcats. Cam Barfield is too good. If I could get him to transfer to our team for next season for his senior year, I would definitely do that. But they have Landon Sims, they have Cam Barfield. Then they've got Nick Senecal. They've got Ashlock, a new addition in Brandon White, who we didn't have last year. A lot of these guys we didn't have last year. The only two guys that I recognize are these two right here. At tight end, I recognize possibly Tuaefa because I couldn't pronounce his name. Tuaefa? I don't know how to say his name. I don't recognize this guy, though. Offensive line, there's some names. Defensively, Elijah Robinson was a great player for us. Tariq Jones was a beast at the end of his career. I don't recognize any of these guys. Jackie Johnson might have been there. I don't remember initially if he was there. There's Jermichael Powell, the GOAT. He's only a 66 overall in this. He was up to like an 80 plus something in our dynasty. Then you got Jalen Smith, amazing, just an absolute beast. Logan Taylor's a freak. He was so good for us. And fun fact, I think Logan Taylor's actually like 27 years old or something like that. 25, maybe 26. I know he's got like 2 or 3 kids. That's kind of funny. Jemai Otis is a king. Jason Bailey was good. I remember him. I think he's a freshman redshirt because I think he was on the team last year. And then Elijah Palmer, I had my running hatred for Elijah Palmer because he never made any plays. but then he did make plays, and it made me mad. The rest of the safeties, Dom Philbin, I remember. Matthew Sherrills was a GOAT at the end of his career. And then Peter Manuma, man, he was such a beast. Such a beast. So there's some names. That's definitely true. There are some names that we recognize from this Hawaii roster from last year. It's just 1 year ago, but a lot of things in college football change in just a year. A lot of people transfer in and out, graduate, or go to the draft. Obviously, no Hawaii players go to the draft, but you get the drill. And kind of a lucky break for us. Hold on. I want to see their starting quarterback. How long is he hurt for? We have Caleb Cormier still out with his foot fracture. But they've got knee cartilage tear for DeMarcus Davis. That's tough. That is a tough break. That's a bad beat for the Rainbow Warriors. Mike Alejado, we know that he's got some potential. And Ashlock picks up an injury. We know that Mike Alejado's got some potential, but it's more so potential with his legs than it is potential with his arm. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about him passing the football. But speaking of having a weakness with an arm, our quarterback, Kenyon Garnett, also has a weakness with an arm. Although it hasn't really come up that much in Season 1. He's had some throws that he probably should have made that he just can't make because he's not that good of a thrower. And, I mean, Shelton Lighton has been unbelievable for us in Season 1. Although now that we've been running him so much, now towards the end of the year, he's starting to pick up a little bit more wear and tear, and it's not going away as nicely as I would like. So that is a little bit of a concern. I'm going to try to hit Keelan Rounds immediately. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because that's only a yard. I thought he'd have more separation, honestly. That's okay. We'll just keep it moving. I love this field, man. This darker green, it just makes the field look so good. I like it. I like it a lot because it makes you feel like you're on AstroTurf. And I like the look. I like the look of AstroTurf. I know it's not the nicest to play on, coming from like hearing a bunch of different people who have played on AstroTurf and say that it does tear up your knees like crazy. It's almost like running on a basketball court, the hardwood, because there's not like a lot of flexibility in AstroTurf. But I mean, just the way that if we're just going purely off of visuals, the way that it looks, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And this isn't actually AstroTurf. This is it just looks like it. This is just regular real grass that it just colored a little bit darker green. We're gonna go for this on 4th down because why not? And we're going to not get it. I threw that. That's my fault. I threw that a little too early. I should have let Saxon clear through the middle there. That's stupid. That's an avoidable incompletion. Alejado's going to find his man, and I completely overran the route. You got to be kidding me, bro. Am I really that bad? I guess I am. I guess I really am that bad. Because that's embarrassing. All right, well, we're just going to stop it here. Landon Sims going nowhere. Jalen Means has been an unbelievable defensive end for us this year. So good. It's a big 3rd and 2. A really big 3rd and 2. Alejado's got time. It's starting to close. He's going to scramble. Alejado going nowhere. It's Jacoby Henry with the sack. Obviously, Langston Bowling was affecting on that play. Maybe he's going to get credit for half of the sack. I'm not sure, but Jacoby Henry's the one who brought him down. Micah had a couple of chances to break through there, and he never took it. Maybe he was just looking to solely pass. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not usering him. Not anymore, at least. But we're back on offense. Thankfully, our mistake, or my mistake, didn't come back to hurt me. And Shelton Lighton right up the middle. Hawaii gave me all that. I mean, they gave me so many yards right there. I appreciate that. I appreciate the yards they gave me. I'm going to have to hit Shelton Lighton here. He's going to drop the ball because I chose to catch and run instead of secure catch. My mistake. The only problem about this field is the shadows are a little harsh at times, depending on where the sun is at. So that can cause some issues, especially for a guy like me who can't see anything in perfect conditions. So when the shade is out a little bit, it's a little... I'm trying to run. I was pressing all the buttons required to run with Kenyon Garnett, and he wasn't moving. He was standing still. I don't know what that was. That was very strange. I was pulling the analog stick to move him, and then obviously the right trigger to sprint, but he was not going anywhere. He said, no, I'm not moving. I'm taking the sack. Oh, we almost got a sack on Mike Alejado. He's able to get it away, and there is the beast. Cam Barfield, man. I mean, he's so good. I love him. I shouldn't have scheduled Hawaii because now seeing him again, it brings up all those feelings. It brings up all those love feelings of, I mean, he's the greatest. He is arguably, I mean, you can't even really say arguably. He is probably the greatest player in college football history for me on the channel. In Dynasty history. Other than the one season of Amani Tolles that we had in Golden Bronco Dynasty, but we had Cam Barfield for 3 seasons. And 2 of those seasons he was the starter, and he was unbelievable as the starter. So, other than Amani Tolles and other than Dougie Sims at Ohio Bobcats Dynasty, who was a fantastic quarterback, maybe the best quarterback I've ever seen in college football in the history of our dynasties. But Cam Barfield, I think there's a fair... It's definitely a fair discussion to say that he's the greatest to come out of any of those dynasties we did. But who's going to be the greatest? In these dynasties, we've got the East Delaware Dynasty possibility. We've got the possibility of our main dynasty, which is South Carolina. We've got the possibility of even having somebody come out of the hardest rebuild challenge ever with Akron. Maybe somebody comes out of that and becomes the greatest player in Dynasty history. There's a lot of options this year. We'll see, and there's obviously more options to come later down the line once we start getting into the full season simulations like we did with Ohio last year. I definitely want to get into that at some point. I don't know when exactly. I don't really have the time to do a full season in one sit down, like one period. I guess I could break it up, recording sessions, like do half a season at one time and then finish it up. But we'll see what happens. If I get the time, I would definitely start doing that. And then I got some other secret things that I want to do, so keep on the lookout for that. But we got to focus on getting some touchdowns here. We have not been able to move the ball very well against this Hawaii defense, which is funny because at the beginning of Hawaii Dynasty, I vividly remember it was so easy for the opposing teams to throw the football on us because we were just so bad. And now, of course, the one time that I need to throw the football on them, they're good. That's usually how it goes. But it's a big 3rd and 5. Akeem Bell, I believe in you. And he's not going to get it because he got shut down as he jumped. I didn't try to jump. He kind of just did it because that guy had fallen down and I ran right over top of him. So it's kind of my fault. But I'm not going to take responsibility for that. I'm going to blame it on Akeem Bell because why would I take responsibility for that? That's stupid. I really hope the college football playoff changes because if we stay where we are, we have to go to the shoe. Go to Columbus, Ohio at night. And I don't want to do that. I'm an Ohio State fan. I know how crazy that place can be, especially at night. Yeah, I don't want to go to the shoe, the greatest college football stadium of all time. I don't want to go there at night. At night. Brandon Worthington drops it. That's a rare drop for Worthington. He's been so consistent for us. In year number 1, I'm surprised he dropped it, but he had a guy right on him, so it makes a little bit of sense. So I'm not happy with it. But Keelan Rounds is not going to drop anything because he's a god. And he catches that for a first down. We will continue moving. The clock continues to drain down. If I can get up to like the 15. I was going to say to the 15 by the time we get under a minute, then we could have something going here. But now being at the 26 under a minute, it's a little bit more challenging. I'm going to have to lob that in. That's a crazy ball. It's an even crazier catch. We'll call a timeout here so I can... oops. I was going to try to turn the 2 clock off, but I pressed the X button too many times. So it looks like we'll have one more run play before we turn the 2 clock off. Unless Shelton gets in. He's not going to get in there. But now we will turn the 2 clock off so I don't run us out of time here. What a throw from Kenyon Garnett. I mean, that is absolutely crazy that he even completed that throw, that he was even close to being accurate. Absolute insanity. This has been a little bit of a slugfest, a little bit of an ugly game, you could call it, in the first half. But we should be able to put some points on the board here unless we get shut down and have to call a timeout. Wow, Akeem, you couldn't get in there? All right, well, that makes it a little bit tricky. I was just kind of banking on the fact that Akeem Bell was going to get in. He does not. And it's 3rd and goal with 2 seconds remaining. We're going to have to roll and then hit Keelan Rounds, and he does get in. Touchdown, East Delaware. And I think we start with the football. I'm pretty sure. We start for the football the second half. What a good first half. We get 7 points. We don't allow anything from the Rainbow Warriors. And we move to the second half. They've got -5 rushing yards. And we do, in fact, get the ball to start the second half. We could do a real good job of draining the clock here if we are able to get a lot of running yards on the ground. I wanted to turn around there because I was getting too many yards. We want to turn this chew clock on. I'm fine winning 7-0. We don't have any recruits on campus today, I don't think. So it's not like we need to blow out Hawaii. And honestly, I don't want to blow out Hawaii. I mean, we have so much of a connection with these guys. I don't want to blow them out. Take the handoff with Kenyon Garnett. Juke move. First down acquired. That really looked like it was going to be a bigger run than it ended up being. I thought there was a lot more space. At least that's what it looked like. Hand off to Akeem Bell, and he can't find any open room. Logan Taylor's right there to bring him down. He was such a great linebacker for us. I think he was there. He had to have only been there 1 season, right? Maybe he was there for 2 seasons. I don't remember. Whenever he was there, he was a good running back for us, or a good linebacker for us. He made a lot of tackles. A lot of tackles. 3rd and 2, handoff to Shelton Lighton. He's going to get the first down fairly easily. 10 carries, 76 yards. Let's keep on chugging along. Drain that clock, baby. Akeem Bell gets it. He has a really good handoff there. Finally, the one time he actually gets decent blocks and finds an open gap, he's actually taken for a good amount of yards. I mean, it's quite the concept. Handoff to Bell. He's able to squeeze through, get the first down. And we're about to be under 2 minutes to go in the half, or in the quarter, I mean. That's how much we've been doing. Handoff to Lighton. He gets a few yards. He's got 11 for 80. He's been doing pretty good. He's been doing fairly well. Minute to go in the third quarter. Bell almost slipped that tackle. I thought he was going to at the initial part of that when he first got tackled. And now we're under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. We've drained this entire third quarter, and we're only at the 34-yard line. Bell continues to push along. Let's drain this entire clock. There we go. Beautiful. We will go to the fourth quarter without even allowing Hawaii to touch the football at all in this half. We drain the entire 6 minutes, and we move to the fourth quarter with a chance to take a 2-touchdown lead. Can we do it? Maybe after draining off a couple minutes of the fourth quarter. We'll see what happens. Maybe somebody breaks a big touchdown. We can't drain the clock. Shelton Lighton. Good handoff to the 21. To the 21. And now we got ourselves another handoff. This time it's Lighton. And he will fight forward to the 19. We might have to pass one time here. One time for the one time. I kind of want to send Keelan Rounds on a streak and split those two guys, but it's not going to happen. We're going to just dump this off to Lighton. He drops it. It's 3rd and 8. My running backs are not having a good job getting out into separation, are they? It becomes a 3rd and 8. We could take a field goal if we had to, but I don't really want to. I'm going to trust Kenyon Garnett. Touchdown, East Delaware. Kenyon Garnett, too simple. I mean, there was so much open space there. He's a running back at heart, so it makes sense. It made too much sense to not take off and run there. And we will lead 14-0. We took 7:21 on the time of possession there. That is crazy. We took an entire quarter away from Hawaii. Now, obviously, we're not really that threatened by Hawaii to where we had to limit the time of possession. Like, if we were playing a better team, obviously, that'd be a good strategy like we've done before. But I kind of just wanted to show my dominance with our running game. And here comes Mike Alejado. Quick throw. Okay. Decent gain. It's Ashlock. I still haven't learned how to pronounce his first name. That's why I keep calling him just Ashlock and not his first name. I think it's Pofeli? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. That's why I don't pronounce it. Handoff is Landon Sims. He's going nowhere. He continues to have negative rushing yards. That might even be -4 now, maybe -5. Not sure. Let's use their Langston Bowling here. He's a big 400-pound man. Let's get him. Alajado's going to scramble. He's going nowhere, but he somehow got that away. I can't believe it. How did you even figure out how to get that out of there? You had 3 Delaware Knights on you, and you somehow got it away. 4th and 3. I mean, it's really the game for Hawaii if they don't get this. Alajado goes deep, intercepted, not really, off the hands of Brian Harvey, and we will turn the ball over back to us. I thought he was going to pick it off, just bounce off his hands, really. And look at my man Shelton Lighton, 106 yards on 14 carries. He's becoming what Cam Barfield was for us last year. Hand off to Akeem Bell, going nowhere, shut down immediately. That's probably for the best because it takes more time off the clock. The snap, the handoff to Light, and he's got nothing going. They're securing this pretty well. And Hawaii calls a timeout. Really? You think you got a chance that you're wasting your timeouts here? That's a little strange. I didn't think they were going to call them. I thought we were going to be smooth sailing up to this point. And I might get caught here. Never mind. Kenyon Garnett's got too much speed. Diving. Touchdown, Delaware. Kenyon Garnett, are you not entertained? Oh, man. Look how close this was. Just look how close Garnett was to being sacked right here. Look at this. He's a half a yard away from wrapping up Kenyon Garnett. But then he gets that speed boost. And this is where the running back tendencies come into play, and then he supermans into the end zone, touchdown, East Delaware, and then he tosses a little "Are you not entertained?" after us. I mean, I'm very much entertained, very much entertained by Mr. Garnett. Let me get a little thumbnail of the "Are you not entertained?" Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. And we will lead 21-0. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. I hate doing it. It hurts my heart to beat Hawaii, man. I developed such a special connection that during the college football season last year, the real-life college football season, I tried to watch as many Hawaii football games as possible. Now, unfortunately, because they're in Hawaii, they play at the dead of night because of the time zones and stuff. But I tried to watch a few. If I couldn't watch them, I caught some highlights on Twitter. I stayed up to date with Hawaii, and I might even do it again this year. I'll try to stay up to date with Hawaii again this year because I've developed an attachment. I know these guys. Cam Barfield, Landon Sims, all these guys. I recognize them. And then I might even do the same for South Carolina this year. Maybe I'll become a pseudo South Carolina fan. Who knows? But Mike Alajado, 57 yards. Was he a lefty last year? I mean, he obviously was. But I don't remember him being a lefty. That shows you how little we used him last year in 25. He's going to scramble. He's got nowhere to go. Dobbins forces him to slide. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. Did he really think he had anywhere to go? There was nowhere for him to run. He was trapped. He's going to scramble again. Fire it. Oh, Jacoby Henry. You were so close. He's been close now on 2 different interception attempts. I wish he'd get one. It'd be really cool. Micah, he's going nowhere. Oh, he escaped it. He's still up on his feet. I was pressing the button to tackle him. He wasn't going down. Micah Alajado was determined to not get sacked there. He defies 3 Delaware Knight defenders and doesn't go down. Oh my God. The fact that he almost caught that is just disgusting. I can't believe that Alajado didn't get sacked there. That's crazy. I was literally breathing on him, pressing square to dive and tackle him. He didn't dive and tackle him. Very upsetting. But we're going to win 21-0. I'm not going to try to score again on this Hawaii team. I don't want to hurt them too bad. I just wanted to prove my dominance and then walk away with an easy victory. Even if we did have people on campus, which I don't think we do, we would have achieved the blowout, the 17 plus, and we will win the football game. 21-0, fairly simple as I expected it to be. I didn't really think it was going to be that difficult to beat Hawaii. We beat them with ease, and it was really the Kenyon Garnett show. I mean, 2 rushing touchdowns for the man and a passing touchdown to Keelan Rounds. He was on top of things today. Very simple win. And we will move on to the final game of season number 1. I honestly don't remember who it is against. Who are we playing? We got locked out of Lawrence Pitts because he commits to Iowa. I kind of figured that was going to happen in the first place. What's going to happen here? Oh, it's East Carolina. Okay, I forgot we were playing them. Well, we'll play them as the second game of the doubleheader. Oh, God, this battle between us and SMU is so annoying. I can't do anything else. We're already hard selling him the best we can. We just kind of have to hope that he chooses us. Spencer Woollyhan just will not commit. Denny, I think we're going to lose out on Denny. Clemson just wanted him, and there's not really anything else we can do. Because, I mean, I guess we could try a sway. But, I mean, is it really even worth it? If we try the sway, we could try to make it... Not that one. Actually, maybe that one. There's not really one. I wanted one with conference prestige playing style and playing time. It doesn't look like there is one. We could try this one. But is it really even worth it? I mean, we're going against Clemson. We probably should just take the hours off. I think we're just gonna lose Jaden Denny. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on the Jaden Denny recruitment. It's just not gonna happen. It'd be nice. It's just not gonna happen. We need to free up those hours to go for some other people, which we have gotten in the race for this 3-star quarterback, George Snelson, which is a great name, by the way. And he's got 90 throw power. Okay, I can see why I wanted to get in the race for him. Ahmad Tolbert, we will swap all this out and then just go straight up for 50. And then I think we'll separate the rest of our 100 hours around the rest of the recruits that we have. Byron Sills, we're looking good on, but we do have Oregon catching us a little bit. Lyle Jewell, we don't have to do anything with. Neither Nick Madden, we're good there. Ed McKeever, nobody's going after him either. What about Hargrave? We should probably put some hours on Dalton Warwick and Leonard Teray and maybe Craig Ritchie. Separate all 25 of those hours out. And that'll be how we recruit. We still haven't even gotten our first recruitment of the year yet. That's a little scary. But we've got one final game in the regular season. Have we clinched an AAC championship spot? I think we have. And USF actually is 6-1. Memphis didn't play. They had a bye week. Interesting. So if Memphis wins, they're 6-1. If USF wins, they're 7-1. So if USF wins, they're playing us in the AAC. If Memphis wins and USF loses, it's probably Memphis? I don't know. It's tough to say. We're not playing any more AAC. Oh, this isn't AAC. I was going to say we're not playing anymore. I guess if we lose this game, we're not playing in the AAC championship. So there's a lot on the line for us. We have to win this game if we want to play in the AAC championship. It's going to come down to this. Here we go. One final game in the inaugural season of East Delaware Night Football. We travel to Eastern Carolina to take on the Pirates. Can we do it? I think we can.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see a team from the American, a team ready to put on a show. Squaring off with another team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys,
we got a sloppy one here against East Carolina in their place. We have to win this game if we want to have any hope of playing for a conference championship in year number 1. If we lose this, it'd be devastating. We probably would be done for the season. We probably, I mean, we might make it into the college football playoffs even with a loss, but I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about a loss. We just got to think about a win. A win is a win is a win. It's not like we're at home with recruits on campus or anything. All we got to do is win this game, and we'll be good to go. So let's get it started hot. Let's get it started in here. Hand off to Lighton. He's got a lot of good blocks. Shelton Lighton slips a tackle into the 38-yard line. First down, Knights. Let's hit a little jet touch pass. That's something we haven't done very much. And I did just see that East Carolina has scheduled a 4-star visit. I think it was a 4-star. They've got somebody on campus today. Well, hopefully we can ruin that by making them lose. We haven't really played any rain games this year, have we? I don't think so. Maybe we played in one? I'm not sure. It hasn't really rained in Dover, Delaware. We really do need some commitments, though. We have 0 people committed in the class. It's going to be really, really intense off-season episode, that is for sure, as we try to build a class out of 0 people so far. But it could be topped by a 5-star tackle if he chooses to come play for us. And that's off the hands of Rashad. You got to be kidding me. Did you really just bobble that off your hands? You were wide open by 5 feet. That's a crazy drop. And I'm going to pump fake and screw up because I hate myself. Sack on the play. I pressed the button, but I guess my finger didn't press it hard enough, and it just it ended up just pump faking it, and that's brutal. That's real tough. Real tough. Hey, Caleb Cormier is back from his bruised foot or whatever he had. He's back. That's good to see. We are going up against one of the better quarterbacks in college football in Caton Hauser. So this will be a little tricky. It's one of the better quarterbacks we've played this season, shockingly enough. We'll see what he can do. I do like the purple American Conference logo. It does look pretty nice. Hauser's going to get out and scramble. He's got room, and he slides down before taking a nasty shot from one of our dogs. I don't like the fact that I screwed up there. It really makes me upset that I did that. Oh, here we go on a little screen. Spin move. That was an electric spin move, by the way. He got me on that. It's Anthony Smith, the speedster wide receiver. I'm glad that Cormier is finally back healthy. Hauser gets it away before he gets sacked. Tight end gets to the 11, and Caton Hauser's hurt. Oh, he's holding his ribs. We have hurt the starting quarterback for East Carolina. Caton Hauser has been injured. Please be out for the game. That'd be unbelievably cool. Quarterback keeps, and he's into the end zone. Maybe he should come back. Maybe Caton Hauser should come back because the backup quarterback just diced me up. We're down 7-0. Oh, no, we're down 6-0. And Haysworth, he's got it. Return it for 2. Oh my God, it's going to be 6-2. I've never returned one of these, I don't think. Not in 26 at least. It's 6-2. We got it returned instead of it being 7-0. Wow, what a turn of events there. I've definitely blocked more field goals and extra points so far in 26 than I have in 20 or than I did in 25. I feel like I blocked a few in 25, but it definitely feels like I've blocked more this year. I think I've blocked 4 total. I think I blocked 1 field goal and 3 extra points. I think is how it's gone over the course of both South Carolina and this Eastern Delaware. We need to get on the board, other than a blocked extra point taken to the house for 2. We need to get on the board with the offense. How can we go from dominating Hawaii to struggling against Eastern Carolina? Make it make sense, please. And it did say, the injury update said that Caton Hauser has bruised ribs and he'll be able to come back, which is kind of annoying. I was hoping he'd be gone, but that'd be really helpful. Did he get the first down there? They're going to give me 4th and inches on that? You serious? You're telling me he didn't get forward progress? You being for real? He didn't get forward progress on that. And that's going to be intercepted. Wow, that ball drifted like crazy from Kenyon Garnett. This has not gone the way that we wanted it to go. And remember, if we lose this game, we could be out of the conference championship game. So we cannot lose this. It's not guaranteed that we would be out, but it's not, like, it doesn't help, obviously. And the backup quarterback's still in the game. Hauser's still sitting on the sidelines getting those ribs taped up. Probably getting a shot of some sort of drug to make him numb so that he can go. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Down 6-2. That's such a weird scoreline. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not ready to say it. Down 6-2. But East Carolina is driving, trying to get on the board again. We're going to bring a blitz. Show some pressure. Bring a blitz. We knew it was going to be a run, but we could not fill the gap in time. It's a first down for the Pirates. Are they the Pirates? I think they're the Pirates. Whatever they are. Whatever the F they are. Who cares? All I want to do is sack them. I want to take their booty. Their John David booty. That's going to be brought down. That's huge. 2nd and 5. I'd like if Montrose was actually good and could pass rush. He hasn't really done much this season in his time that he's played. Quarterback's thinking about scrambling. He ends up doing it, and he's got a lot of room, and he slides at the 8. I hate when the CPU slides because I just want to. That's what I want to do to him. Throw, caught, brought down at the 4. It's Anthony Smith. He had the sick spin earlier in the game. Mike Wright is the name of the backup quarterback that has come in for Hauser. Oh, it's a direct snap to the running back. He's got room, trying to find some extra space, and he's down to the 2. A direct snap to the running back is crazy. But they did it. It almost worked, too. Quarterback's got it. He's going to go down. It's Francis. Jarek Francis with the sack. And we will force a field goal attempt. Can I block this too? Pretty awesome. No, not going to block it, but it will go through. If that was on the road, it might have been a miss, but it is at home for them. It'll be 9-2. What a weird stat or score line it is. 9-2. We're down. We have not been able to move the ball very much at all against this team. It's kind of concerning. I'm a little bit sketched out. All we need is one big play, though. That is all we can need. Handoff is Lighton. He's got the big play. Shelton Lighton down the field. He's galloping to the 30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Knights. Shelton Lighton looking like a young Derrick Henry as he gallops his way into the end zone. I told you we just needed one play. And it came. I didn't think it'd come in the hands of a running play, but it did. And we have tied it at 9. What a weird scoreline. It's almost like if you just glance, if you turn this on randomly, just flipping through the channels, and you turn this on, you think it's just been a field goal fest. You'd have no idea that there was a blocked extra point return for a 2-point conversion, or a rushing touchdown that was amazing from Shelton Lighton. You'd have no idea what had happened so far. You just think, oh, each team sucks and they're just kicking field goals. That is a deep ball. Not really a deep ball. It was a lob that kind of went fairly deep. But Jay Sean Hope said, not today, baby. And he knocks it incomplete. I was trying for the pick, but he just bounced off his hands. Oh, little RPO action going nowhere. Never mind. It's going somewhere. It's going to the 20. That's where it's going. I thought I had a stop there, but he just threw me off like I was nothing. But he didn't get a first down. It's 3rd and 5. Is it going to be RPO again? No, it's going to be throwing down the field. Micah Cypress has still not gotten his first interception as a two-way player. He's had a few chances, but it's all been pass deflection so far. But we do finally force a punt, which is nice. Akeem Bell back to return. It's a okay return, I guess. It's an okay return. And we will try to get some sort of momentum building here. I'd rather have more yards or more time taken off the clock than a one-play rushing touchdown. As electric as that play was, I'd rather have the time tick off the clock than have an unbelievable rushing touchdown like that. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it if it happens again, but it's 3rd and 5. A screen's probably not the right call here, but we're going to call it anyway and see what happens. There it is. Lighten. Reaching for, and he gets inches. Okay. I tried to go for the hit stick there, but it didn't give it to me. I even flicked it up, but I guess I didn't do it in time or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how the hit stick works. The fact that they changed is kind of annoying. Kenyon Garnett, juke move, touchdown, East Delaware. Kenyon Garnett hits the gritty. Wow. I mean, talk about an electric run. Kenyon Garnett continuing his great game from last game against Hawaii. I mean, are you not entertained? What are we talking about here? That was crazy. The juke move that broke the ankles of whoever that safety was. And it becomes 16-9. 16-9. Can we do the dang thing? Force a turnover with 1:55 to go in the half. Oh, he's going to scramble. No, he's not. We stopped him from scrambling to the side. Cormier sealed that edge off, and he could not get out there. So he ends up throwing it for a couple yards. It's 2nd and 6. Clock continues to tick down. He's going to not get sacked because the quarterbacks never get sacked in these games. They always just barely find a way to throw the football. But now it's 3rd and 6. A pretty important 3rd and 6. He's going to go for a screen. He's going to not get anything. Never mind. He actually gets a good amount. He gets 3 yards out of it. But it's another punt, and we will have the football back with a minute to go in the half. Can we add even more points to the board? I hope so. Not going to be on this punt return, though. All right, here we go. 53 seconds in the half. What do we try to do here? Do we try to get crazy with a little play action, maybe? A little play action, get on the run, maybe throw to Keelan Rounds in open space. We'll see what happens. Yeah, actually, what is going to happen here? Keelan Rounds holds on for the big catch. Wasn't a great throw from Kenyon Garnett, but we know, we've documented it. He doesn't have a great arm. We know. We've been through it. Actually, this could be a wide open throw to Skip Montgomery. It's wide open. In fact, it is a first down. We don't have to use our timeout just yet. We can let the clock continue to drain a little bit. I am going to scramble over here, and I might just take off. There's so much room. Kenyon Garnett, just slide down, big dog. He goes down at the 4. And we are just a couple of yards away from another touchdown. We've executed a very good 1-minute drive. Handoff to Shelton Lighton. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Knights. And we are starting to pour it on in the pouring rain. It's not just the rain that is pouring down on East Carolina. 23-9. We lead. If we score again, you might not see the rest of this game. It might just be too ugly for it to show. We need to label it rated R or something because we're just absolutely destroying them. We'll see what they do with the 17 seconds they got left. Are they going to call any fancy plays, any trickery, strategery? Just a regular handoff. He's brought down immediately, and that's going to be the half. They're not calling timeouts or anything. And we will go to the halftime locker room up 23-9 as I envisioned it. But we will punt it away to start the second half. Here we go. Here we go. It's me, Mario. Ooh, big hit, but it's not a big hit. I mean, I got the big hit animation, but it just didn't register it, I guess. I don't know. Strange occurrences. First play of the half for the Pirates. What do they got? They got a quarterback scrambling. Where is Caton Hauser? He's still not back in the game yet? There's a good cut stick. We might need to check on him. Let's see. Coaching, injury report. Caton Hauser, where are you? Out for season, Xavier McIver. That's bad. D tackle, but he's not injured anymore. Is he just not the starter? They benched him? Are they saving him? No, he's still the starter. Weird. Very, very weird. He's not in. He's not hurt. He's the starter on the depth chart. Maybe they just subbed him out because they're down 23-9. They don't really think they can win. Might as well save it for... Actually, they're not going to be bowl eligible. This is their chance to get their last chance to get bowl eligible. This is the final game of the season. Culver misses the interception opportunity. And they're going to fall, as long as we win, they will fall to 5-6, which means they are not bowl eligible. Unless they have one more. I guess they could have one more game. There's a possibility. 3rd and inches. We got lucky on that one, but they're just going to go for it anyway. So let's line up a blitz. Try to dial it up. Shoot the gap and blow it up. It's a direct snap, and it's not where we were at. But it's a big hit that stumbles them. He's still able to get yards out of another big hit. But I hate the big hits that just stumble them back, and they're still able to get yards after it. What's the point of the big hit if he just bounces around and he's still okay? Quarterback finds an open man, and East Carolina is actually building a dangerous little drive here. They could find their way into the end zone if they're not careful. Handoff. I thought it was going to be a keeper for Wright, but he's hands it to the running back, and maybe it should have been a keeper for Wright because he lost 6 yards instead of maybe like 2 or 3 if Wright would have kept it. Thankfully, the guys rallied to the ball. And we will not get to him that time. It'll be the tight end. He'll juke around, get a few yards back. 3rd and 7. They are running a lot of hurry up, trying to conserve as much time as possible, stay in this game. But once we get a hand of that ball, we will ruin them. London Montgomery injured on the play. They're going to go for it. He's the running back who just carried that. Is it going to be another direct snap to the running back? It's a read option that was super slow, but it was wide open when he got the hand on it. Touchdown, Eastern Carolina, or East Carolina. I don't think they're Eastern. And they've made it a little bit of a game here. It's 23-16. It's more of a game than I would like to admit, actually. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one iota. But just wait till we get on offense here. We're going to turn that shoe clock on, and we are going to smoke them. Smoke them if you got them. Here we go. We've got a dynamic duo of Shelton Light and Akeem Bell, plus the ever-dynamic Kenyon Garnett at quarterback. And all we got to do is just every once in a while get a first down, and this clock will just melt. It'll melt like butter on a hot stove when you're trying to cook a nice little steak or whatever if you're maybe you're vegetarian, some nice broccoli, get it in some butter. Although if you're vegan, you probably can't do butter, so some nice oil. You know what I'm talking about. My analogies are good. They're top tier. But as we try to disintegrate the clock, all we got to do is get a couple first downs. A few first downs here and there. Shelton bounces off a tackle, and he's got 3rd and inches. I thought he was going to get the first down there. He ate that tackle like a champ. He got rocked and stayed on his feet. I'm going to keep this. No! I was going to keep that with Gunning Garnett and get a first down, but I guess I was too late to register the button press. I don't know. Let's just check that down to Skip. Skip, and he drops it. It's incomplete. And we will turn the football over back to Carolina. That is not ideal. That gives them a real good shot to tie this football game up. There's a good tackle, so it seems like their starting running back is back healthy. But Caton Hauser's still not in the game. I am very concerned. Not because I want him in the game. I'm just like, what's going on? Where'd he go? Is it some sort of glitch? Because I know back in the day, a couple of Maddens ago, maybe Madden 23? Could have been Madden 24 too. but there was a glitch where your guys would get stamina drained during the game, and then by the third quarter, they're just gone. Even if they're not hurt, they just disappear from the roster, and you can't play them anymore. And that was a thing for a long time in Madden. I don't think it ever showed up in College Football 25, so I wouldn't think it would ever show up in 26, but I mean, Caden Hauser, we checked, he's not hurt. He's on the depth chart as the starter, and he's just not in the game still. I can't think of why they would want their backup quarterback in the game when you're trying to get the win. It's not like we're blowing you out by 30. And in fact, they will tie it. We are in a little bit of danger against the Pirates. We had a 2-possession lead that evaporated very quickly in the rain. All right, but this actually could be a good thing. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise, because if we can take this clock down, obviously the 19 seconds that are left in the third quarter, and then we take it into the fourth quarter and drain that all the way down to the end, and we win on a field goal, I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. All we have to do is win, and we play in the AAC Championship next episode. That's all we got to do. And we will end the third quarter. They got a stupid pirate mascot. We are number 24 in the country, man. There's hope. There is a lot of hope. Who would have thunk it? A startup program in their first year of FBS football has a chance to play in the college football playoffs? I mean, what are we talking about here? We're talking crazy. But it's possible. If we can beat East Carolina. It would be possible if we never lost to... That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. It would have been possible, guaranteed, if we never lost to frickin' Delaware Blue Hens. Stupid chicken. But we did lose to them, so here we are. That's a catch by Skip Montgomery. Skip. And that's a big first down. That'll continue the drive and allow me to continue milking the clock. You can milk anything, baby, if you believe hard enough. And that is a handoff. 150 yards for the big man, Shelton Lighton. He does have the huge rushing touchdown. Or was that in the last game? I don't remember. Who cares? In this episode, he had the huge rushing touchdown. I don't remember if it was in the Hawaii game or if it was in this game. I feel like it was in the Hawaii game, but I can't remember. 3:33 to go in the game. We're going to fire that to Keelan Rounds. He's going to have to secure catches so he doesn't take a big hit. But now we are in dangerous territory. Under 3 minutes left to go. Need a first down. We're going to hit Rashad English. He actually holds on to this ball and gets a first down. We can continue to milk it. And this play will take us to the 2-minute warning. And look at Shelton Lighton just carry guys for 2 yards. If that's any other running back, he goes down for a loss or even just a gain of nothing. We've taken it under 2 minutes now, or at 2 minutes, I guess. Just got to keep on going until we can either win with a touchdown or a field goal. Doesn't really matter which, I guess, as long as we win. That's a difficult throw, and it's pass interference. We baited it. We are the master baiters. We deliver. That's a big throw. Thank you very much, Mr. East Carolina defender. And we will keep moving on. It does slow down the clock, unfortunately, but with a handout to Shelton Lighton, it's not that big of a deal. He is getting a little bit beaten up, so Akeem Bell does come in. His wear and tear is starting to get a little crazy. But Akeem Bell, I mean, really, at this point, all you got to do, Akeem, is just line up a field goal. They are going to call timeouts, so it would be good if we were able to get one more first down. Then we could really just control it and take it all the way down and win it on a field goal. Lighton will get 2 and get injured on the play, so they don't even have to use a timeout there. They get bailed with an injury. We'll try to hit Worthington. He holds on, but it's unfortunately not a first down, and I think I am going to go for this. I don't think I'm going to kick the field goal here. This is super risky and super stupid. but I am going to go for this because I want to be able to control what happens, and never mind, we're going to give it back to him. Really? That's really what's going to happen to me? He was so open. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. He was so unbelievably open, but Kenyon Garnett's arm was just not good enough. It's not strong enough. He only has like 80 throw power. So he just kind of, he threw it up, and Keelan had to jump and get it, which took away all his momentum. And he doesn't get the first down out of it. I can't believe it. If we lose on a field goal, I'm going to be devastated. I'm going to be actually devastated. It's going to be a sack. That ball's out. Get it. Oh, my God. We almost got the comeuppance. That was almost a ball don't lie type of moment right there. That's a first down. That's unbelievable. It's even more than a first down. It's almost field goal range. Final timeout for East Carolina. We can really make this work if we're able to sack him, because if we sack him, it's probably game over. We're not going to sack him. He's going to fire it down the field. Touchdown! With 16 seconds left, East Carolina has taken the lead. Oh my God. It was just a straight shot down the seam, and he was open for a touchdown. And they're going to short kick it because they're scumbags. I can't believe this is the scenario we are in. How did we find ourselves in this scenario? We have a quarterback that has not any arm whatsoever. He has a noodle. And we have to try to find our way into field goal range or a touchdown. I was trying to go for pass interference again there. Didn't get it. I think my best bet is some sort of slot fade. It works with what's his face? Nick Harbor in South Carolina franchise or Dynasty. Why can't it work here? But I got to find it. I don't think I can find it anywhere. I'm not sure in this playbook where a slot fade would be. I mean, we have to score. Field goal does nothing for us. Get it up the field. That's going to be caught, but out of bounds. And there's 2 seconds remaining. Wow. I cannot believe this is the scenario we find ourselves in. You know what we got to do? We just have to throw it up to Keelan Rounds. Keelan Rounds has made so many big plays this season. Why can't he make one more? I'm not going to have the time. No, it's intercepted ball game. We're going to lose to East Carolina. We will not, maybe not play in the American Championship. I can't believe we lost that game. Well, we can kiss our college football playoff dreams goodbye. I didn't have time on the final throw. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be actually sick. We lose to East Carolina. That's not going to do anything for our 5-star. SMU's probably going to pass us. And he does commit to SMU. No! Ah! Why? We lose out on the second of 2 5-stars. Man, that's tough. That's real tough. What do the conference standings look like? We've fallen all the way down. Oh my God. We are 5th in the standings with that one loss. That's how close this conference was this year. Memphis is pretty much guaranteed. USF is also pretty much guaranteed. There's really no way. We have no more games. We're done. Wow. What a depressing season. This was going so well until it wasn't. And we still don't have anybody committed yet. My God, dude. Just commit to the program already. I'm not asking to like have your blood oath or something. Just commit to the program. My God. Not that hard. Oh, I can't believe it. How did we lose that game, man? How? We were winning by 2 possessions in that game. They didn't even have their starter. It was their backup quarterback that beat us. We lose out on Jaden Landers. He chose Wake Forest. Shocker. I can't believe we're not playing in the Big Ten or the AAC championship. We're still ranked somehow. Spencer Woollyhand has been forced into a recruiting battle with USC. So we're pretty much going to lose him. Are we going to get anybody? Is it just going to be 3 stars for me this year? Because that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of frickin' 3 stars. Which is not what I want. I want 4 stars and 5 stars. And we could have frickin' had both of them. Alright, let's keep moving on. Let's see for sure what happens in the conference championship. We lose out on Spencer Woollyhan to USC. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to throw up in my mouth. Conference championship game, we have no games. Which means we're probably not playing in the college football playoffs because we probably needed that conference championship win to play in the playoffs. We lose out on Byron Sills to Oregon. We still have 0 people committed in the class. Kevin Jennings of SMU wins the Heisman, which is just whatever, I guess. And we will play in the frickin' Armed Forces Bowl against South Carolina, my team. This is my 2 teams. We've got obviously our South Carolina Dynasty, and now we've got East Delaware playing them. We have nobody committed. So far, it's just 3 stars that are on our board, except for the 1 5-star, but it's not like he's going to decommit or anything. We're going to lose on Mitch Maije. This has been the worst season of all time. I don't even know what to say. I'm stunned that we lost that game, and I haven't been able to recover the rest of this episode. Kenyon Garnett's season, he has a noodle arm. 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5 picks. That's actually fairly good for a running back turned into a quarterback. Ross Bailey went 32 for 47, 371 yards and 3 touchdowns and a pick. He did good for what he needed to be, and we will salute him in the offseason episode as he graduates. Rushing numbers, 1,000 yards for Shelton Lighton, 14 touchdowns, good for him. Akeem Bell had a killer season as well. And Kenyon Garnett on the ground had a big season. Receiving, Keelan Rounds was good when he's got the football. Brandon Worthington was good too. He might transfer though, which is kind of upsetting. Touchdowns, 8 for Keelan Rounds all the way around. Good job. Tatum Wyndham was the leading tackler with 59 tackles. Jay Sean Hopes was right there. Tackle for loss leader was Jalen Means. And sack leader was also Jalen Means with 10.5. The interception numbers, we only had 3 all season, which is just diabolical. Kicking, I only missed 1 kick this year, which is good for me. No kick return touchdowns, 1 punt return touchdown. Akeem Bell had it. Those are your regular season stats. We'll take a quick look at the All-Americans, just in case you are curious. Curioso. We are probably not going to have any first-team All-Americans nationally or second-team All-Americans nationally. We don't have any of them. We do have a freshman in Shelton Lighton. That's pretty cool, I guess. And then if we go to the that's the ACC. It's the American, duh. The AAC, we have Jalen Means as a first-teamer. We have Shelton Lighton as a second-teamer. And Tatum Wyndham as a second-teamer. Okay. I'm still sick to my stomach that the season ended that way, but that's how it happened. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, channel, join the Juice Club. Next episode, we will play the freaking Armed Forces Bowl against... Why could it have been the Pop-Tarts Bowl? That's actually a bowl game you want to play in. But we have the Armed Forces Bowl against my other Dynasty team, South Carolina. They're not having a near as good of a season as we're having with them in our Dynasty. So, it's definitely a disappointing end of the season. Losing out on all those recruits that we lost out on. Losing out on the chance to play in both the championship game and the playoffs. What a depressing... I mean, we won 10 games in our first year, but yet it's depressing because of the way that it ended. So, It sucks, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.